Hi, church family. This is Rich McDermott from First Presbyterian Church of Arlington. Wanted to share with you today's moment for hope. And I wanted to talk today about an announcement I made this weekend about my retirement. I'll be retiring at the end of the year, a little more than 4 months away. And I'm praying that those will be 4 great months to spend with you and others rejoicing in what God has done here. And I think about my long-term ministry and what is it that I want my congregation to remember as I depart. There's a great passage, in fact, the entire chapter of Romans chapter 12 is just an excellent one for you to read. I hope that you will do that, but let me read a portion of it to you. It says this: "Let love be genuine. Hate what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with mutual affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not lag in zeal. Be ardent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in suffering. Persevere in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the saints. Extend hospitality to strangers. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Do not claim to be wiser than you are." So that's Romans 12, verses 9 to 16. And it reminds me that this is an exhortation that Paul often uses at the end of his letters after explaining that we are saved or justified by grace through faith. And so it is in that process of receiving grace and living with faith that we are then able to live with these virtues that Paul exhorts his followers to do. And you can see this in Romans, you can see it in Galatians, you can see it in Ephesians and other parts of his letters. And it reminds me also of the way Christians respond to epidemics and pandemics throughout history. Eusebius is an ancient historian, and he reported on a plague during the reign of the Emperor Maximinius II from 305 to 313 AD. And Eusebius said this: "A great rural population was almost entirely wiped out, nearly all being speedily destroyed by famine and pestilence. Some, chewing wisps of hay and recklessly eating noxious herbs, undermined and ruined their constitutions. And some of the high-born women in the cities, driven by want to shameful extremities, went forth into the marketplaces to beg. But in the crisis, the Christians knew what to do." Eusebius proudly told his fellow believers about the response of the Christians. "Then did the evidences of the universal zeal and piety of the Christians become manifest to all the heathen. For they alone, in the midst of such ills, showed their sympathy and humanity by their deeds. Every day some continued caring for and burying the dead, for there were multitudes who had no one to care for them. Others collected in one place those who were afflicted by the famine throughout the entire city, and gave bread to them all." So throughout history, in all of these epidemics and pandemics, Christians showed their compassion and their love for those who were suffering. I hope that is a part of our legacy here at First Presbyterian Church of Arlington, that we are those who are known for our compassion, our caring for one another, and indeed our love for one another as well. Thank you for listening. God bless you all.